Keyboard guys here.
There it is. Did I ever tell you I finished Breaking Bad? I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
Oh,
I
well.
think we last talked before you did, so.
I think I was on the last season. But,
yeah, possible.
Yeah, I finished that, and there is a sequel movie as well. Kind of like an epilogue story, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And that was amazing. I loved that movie. That was a great movie. Great show too, but that movie was. That's how you provide closure.
I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a movie either until it was recommended to me after the last episode was finished. Like, oh, thank God. Because the way the show ends, he just drives away screaming. I'm like, oh crap! I wanted to see what happens with him, you know. And fortunately, the sequel movie is all about him, and I'm really glad for that.
Okay.
So that was a great movie.
Neat.
I dare say that's like a friggin' 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 movie. Yeah, I'm watching the prequel now, and that's pretty good so far.
Better Call Saul? Is that...
Yeah, about
Okay.
Walter's lawyer. So that's been a really good show. I'm already on season 5 out of 6, actually.
Holy hell.
Yeah. I've been watching like 2 episodes a day for the past month, so.
I still haven't finished watching Spy Family.
Mm-hmm.
I think I started 3 weeks ago, and I'm still only at episode 5.
Yeah.
Or like episode 5 is the next episode I watch.
Well, like when it comes to anime, I kind of have to be a lot more discreet on how I watch that. And there's also the manner of finding where to watch it. So, and also I just don't really take the time to watch anime all that much anymore.
Yeah. No, I had a friend recommend a website for me, so that's why I'm watching all of the anime I do watch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for saving my butt out there to strip mine.
But yeah, it
And
just
we'd like
really
to
kind of
thank
depends
you
because
for
like
being such a bad shot.
doesn't even really depend on like how much free time I have, and more like about how much the anime actually hooked me. Because I think both Violet Evergarden and Chainsaw Man I watched in like 3 days.
Yeah.
And now Spy Family is just... I like the show, but it's not usually what I watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like a lot slower on it. To be fair, I also didn't really watch anything like Violet Evergarden, but I do like the general story that hits you in the guts every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I like Spy Family is more of a chill thing, which I don't know. Like it's fun to watch, but it's not what I usually enjoy.
Yeah. You know,
and I think Chainsaw Man just combined the two really well.
Mm-hmm. I do hear a lot of good things about Violet Evergarden, and I do think about watching it every now and then. But I also hear about how sad it is. I'm like, no.
You should. I don't like. It's not as sad. I don't know. I don't know what you think of like how sad it actually is. So I can't say like it's not as sad as you think it is because, well, I don't know. But I think every episode is uh, hitting your feels for like an entirely different reason, and I think that's really good about the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also two movies, and
There's 2 movies?
yeah, it's kind
Wow.
of funny because like one of the movies is basically just a longer episode of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Which, just I don't know if you know the basic structure of the anime, but it's basically just like I don't know if you could call it slice of life, but something along those lines. It's like a different, completely different scenario each episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the first movie kind of follows that, but it's also another episode, like it's just another scenario that doesn't really tie too much into the others.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second movie is like heavily about the backstory of the main character and her relationship with another character, and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, straight up the only thing I know about the show is I've seen the girl before, and
Yeah,
I know it has something to do with military, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's it. That's it. That's all I know.
yeah. Like the she's basically a child soldier.
A what soldier?
A child soldier.
Oh.
Is like supposed to return to normal life after the war, but a child soldier doesn't know anything about like normal life.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what the show is about.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second movie just deals a lot with that backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about like rewatching that show again for the third time. It would be then.
I'm very likely to watch Breaking Bad again after I finish Breaking Call Saul.
The longer the show is, the less likely you are to rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I adore Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but I can't imagine myself rewatching it in its entirety.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched it 2 or 3 times. But
Yeah, I mean, in total I watched it a lot, but I just...
not repeatedly.
Yeah. I just pick out the, like maybe the one season or just a few different arcs that I want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just watch those, and that's it.
Yeah. Can I not shoot you? I guess not.
On another note, I also bought like a Nyra Replicant over a month ago, and I still haven't started it because, well, first of all, I want to finish Nier Automata,
Mm-hmm.
And I barely started that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, I just have too many other games.
Yeah. Yeah, after I finish the Xenoblade DLC, I still need to play Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, that's definitely not a game I'm gonna be playing anytime soon.
Yeah.
Too much.
Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to think what I have.
I also still have like a lot to do for school.
Mm-hmm.
I need to finish a 9-page essay, I think,
Mm-hmm.
until I think I have to hand it in on the 5th of June, and I haven't even started with it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I barely read through any of the sources for it either. So I really need to do that. Then I have a biology exam on Thursday, and I don't know shit about biology. So that's just kind of gonna be a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Then I have to do presentations in both physics and philosophy until mid-June, I think. Then there's a math exam coming up and a history exam.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to do a movie for music class. Which is fun.
Oh yeah, speaking of school, I had a scare the other day. So my semester was already over, right? Like I already took my final and all that. And I think I was just doing something on my computer, and I just so happened to like look, and I completely forgot that I rented that book. I didn't buy it. And by that point, it was already like 9:30 at night. And so I looked up through my emails to see if I got anything. And yeah, sure enough, my book was due that day. And it was already way too late to return it. It's like, crap, I have to pay like the late fee. And I was calculating it, like, oh god, that's gonna be like 60 bucks. So I wasn't looking forward to that. But very fortunately, the next day I got another email saying like, hey, we'll give you an extra 2 days without any penalties, just return it. And thankfully I got it in. So that would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have been an unnecessary way.
Yeah, and I was mad too at first because like I barely used that textbook.
Yeah.
Where's the rest? Ah. But oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it, but my fall semester, I'm officially going to be taking an acting course.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, hopefully I'll get some good experience.
I was also like, I think it was a few weeks ago. There was there's a acting school in Hamburg, and they're sometimes doing open door days. I don't know what you call that. But like basically a day where you can just like go in and for free, and then just take a course and whatever you want to do. On Saturdays, and I wanted to go there, but because I was away the evening before that day, I was kind of too tired to go there, which really sucked because I do want to do that. And like it's been the second time now that I couldn't go there because the first time that was like in the middle of exam season, so I just didn't really have any time.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I was just too tired because I already had plans in advance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in regards to the whole Joe Zito's voice acting academy, I did decide to hold off on that idea at the very least until after I take the acting course. You know?
Yeah, makes sense. Probably best if you have some experience in it before you actually do
spend that much money.
Yeah.
I'm spending money for the college course, but it won't be as expensive.
Yeah.
But now I don't know.
Imagine having to spend money to go to school.
And you know, on the subject of that, actually, as time goes on, and I've been reflecting on it a lot for the past month or so, I'm like, man, I don't know if college is for me. Well, the thing is that
it's like,
you know, for appearance's sake, I'm still gonna get my associates at the very least. But even then, that's still reluctantly. Like after that, I don't really see much need to go further than that. Like even if I didn't decide to do like acting as a career, I just don't see myself going further than that. Because the thing is with college, and especially in America, is that it's so expensive. Like, the freaking student debt you go through is crazy. And just overall, I don't think college is for me, like, in terms of, like, taking it. Like, college is, a large majority of it is just self-taught, really. Self-taught stuff
so
that
you
I'm
can just
paying
do
for.
that in the time. Yeah.
So like at that point, I may as well just learn from outside resources. Like at most, the only harmful impact on me that would have would be saying, "Oh, I don't have a degree in this," which even then, I feel like that only hold me back just a little, because I think if you get enough years of experience in a certain field, even if you don't have a degree in that field, you'll still make it fine. That's my logic anyway. Like maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, I don't know. But that's just the way I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, I do think it doesn't, at least the advantage of like taking a course, or like going to college for a specific subject doesn't help you that much that it's worth the money.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to college, like to be like a doctor or like a lawyer, that's a different case, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like going to college to learn computer tech, for example, like, I don't think I really need a degree for that, you know?
Yeah. Or psychology.
Yeah.
Also, in some parts, there's like a lot of ways to. Like, there's more than enough professional works about psychology. I think that you can just get that, like, teach at least the basics to yourself.
Yeah, and the thing is too is, and I see this a lot. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, it's just like, especially in comparison to if you were actually going to be a doctor at a hospital. You know, that would need a lot more of like extra input than I think just studying psychology needs.
Yeah. And even then, in a lot of cases, um, experience tends to have a more impact than formal education. Because I've seen this in hospitals plenty of times. Like, I'll see nurses who do really good, who've been working there for years. They're experts. And then you see like these fresh new nurses who came straight out of college. They're book taught and all that. Like, they know things, but when they're put into like practical experience, they kind of stutter a lot, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, if you take a simple example, it's like if you're I don't know, you're playing a multiplayer game and you watch esports, like you understand what they're doing, but that doesn't mean you're able to do it yourself.
Yeah. And like, so I just feel like, for starters, I feel like I don't really need college all that much. And second of it all, I just don't think it's for me in terms of taking college. Like, what I end up doing is, like, right now and back during high school and even right now in college, what I wind up doing is I'll look through like a study guide or whatever. I'll skim through a textbook right before an assignment or a test, and I'll have that information down for a brief period of time, and as soon as I don't need it anymore, it's gone.
Yeah, absolutely same.
Like, I have that problem so many times. I just finished a semester of theater appreciation. I cannot tell you a single thing of what I learned. And yeah, I'm ending this semester with a 97.
Yeah, I think it's just like the same for me in school when like we're sitting in math class and it's like we're going through a new topic and then, there's stuff from the old topic that we did last year.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the basics anymore.
Yeah, you have to like relearn it.
There's
and it's
so much. There's so much you need to remember.
Yeah.
That your brain just like deletes some things.
Yeah. And like, I'm not good at properly studying either. Like, I only know, like for tests and whatnot, I only know how to like skim through something, have this information in my head for a brief period of time, use it, get rid of it.
Absolutely.
Like, I try to properly study, but it just doesn't work out for me.
I think for me it was always like a problem that until like I would say 6th or 7th grade, I basically never studied because I was just able to absorb all of what was discussed in the lesson, and then when I wasn't able to remember all of this, all I knew was how to study, which is literally just like reading and like all of the memorizing just by that, and I don't really know how to do that.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, and like even like taking notes in of itself, I found myself struggling a little with. Like, I'll take notes for like my history class, and what I'll end up doing is I'll either write too much or I'll write too little. And it kind of feels like a waste of time. And even when I finish writing the notes, at most, I retain a little bit just from writing it out, but I never actually go back and look through those notes.
Yeah.
I don't do like studying techniques or whatever. It just doesn't work out for me. I just skim through whatever, use it, and you know, and I understand that method of doing things for college can only take me so far, and that's why I don't think it's for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also like trying to get like the best what's it called? It's not called degree, but I'm just gonna go with that word for now. That's like available in our school system, and I don't really think I can manage a good degree at the end of the day. Or like my grades won't be good, but I just want to do it anyway, just to have it, you know, because like I'll still try my best, but I can't imagine that because of like my problem with studying,
Yeah.
that I can actually get to that high level that I originally wanted to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, I'm already at like pretty low grades on some of my essential subjects.
Mm-hmm.
One of my guard comrades was sent to the pumping station. There's been no word from the patrol. And after what you guys ran into out there, I'm afraid she may need some... Don't even think about it. Stop that! This is serious.
That's right.
This friend of mine has helped the underground many times
Yeah, like
before.
happy and say, "Hey, I went to college."
Outta here.
Yeah.
And like in reality, I
Yeah, that's
feel
basically
no
what I'm
motivation or
doing.
desire to even be in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no actual reason.
Yeah, I think like for me the only reason why I want to stay in school
Mm-hmm.
for now at least is because I have no idea what I'm gonna do afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, okay, just stay there. I still have a lot of friends there. I'm just gonna take the time, like chill and slowly think about like what do I want to do.
Mm-hmm. And I briefly brought up the idea of not going to college after I get my associate's degree to my dad,
Mm.
and he's like, "Well, the problem with that being is that if you stay away too long from college, you kind of forget how to do college, like forget how to study and do assignments and all that." I'm like, "Yeah, you raise a great point. If I did that to begin with."
Yeah. So like, how can you forget something that you never knew how to do to begin with?
Yeah. Or like, I kind of know what to do, but I'm just not good at it, and it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem that not a lot of people realize. Like, sometimes it just isn't for you, and that's okay. But, you know, expectations, am I right?
Mm. I think that's like also the problem with like the school system where you have like 12 different subjects. Like you're not an average person is not going to be good in every subject.
Yeah.
But it's still required to at least be decent at every subject to progress, even if it doesn't matter for you.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to pass in philosophy to actually get a good degree? Like, what purpose are you gonna have?
Yeah, and that was the thing too, like, back in high school. High school is such a silly thing because, like, you know, in American high school, at least, I don't know how it works in Germany, but we're taking like 6 to 7 classes in like, what, 8 hours? No, 7:15 to 2:50. That's about 8 hours. Maybe close to 9. But man, that time frame, you're taking 6 to 7 different classes of wildly different subjects, and especially in my later years of high school, I had shaky grades.
Yeah.
You know, my history and English was still fine, but that's because that was my strength. But, like, keeping up with math, keeping up with like a foreign language class, keeping up with my other classes, it gets hard. It gets hard to balance all of that,
Yeah.
and it hurts your grade, and it makes you look bad. But when I moved on to college, you know, I have a lot more control of my workload and how much I want to do and what I want to do. And because of that, I have straight A's. Because I can actually,
nice.
I have control of what I know my limits.
Mm.
And I see that's a thing that a lot of
Basically,
college students make a mistake of, is that they take as many college classes as they were taking in high school, and that's why they either have bad grades or they fail the class altogether.
yeah. And that's like my problem with school. It's like I just like I still have I have good grades in English. I have good grades in physics sometimes.
Hmm.
Um, and like obviously good grades in PE and all the useless stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also like a lot of stuff that I'm not good at, and
Yeah.
how the fuck am I supposed
Have these good grades for subjects you're not going to use, nor is it in any way useful to you at any point in the future. Like maybe biology, for the simple fact that it's important to know how your body works.
Yeah, but like, why do I need to know in like the tiniest details how
Yeah, that's
mutation
not
works?
as useful. Like, yeah, it's good to know how your body works, but you don't need to know how your cells work, you know?
Yes, exactly. As long as you understand the basics, that's all you need.
Yeah.
So like, it just bothers me that after all this time, like, it's still
What the heck are we doing? Risking our lives to rescue
like
some old crimson
in
god hag
the
anyway?
last year of
Probably got more
school,
facial hair than
you
me.
still have like
Who the hell are
8
you
or
two?
9 subjects that you can't
I
get
do
rid
love
of.
a woman in uniform. Want to bark some orders at me? Woof woof. I'm your soldier on the front lines of love. Waiter, foxhole for 2.
Keep talking and I'll raise your voice a couple of octaves.
Easy.
Yeah.
Torn asked us to help you.
I don't need help, but you might. We've got company. Here they come.
I don't know, it's just frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about to die. This isn't good. Okay, I'm dead.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Bro. Okay. Skip.
Here they come.
I am shooting!
Take them all down. Here's one for my father.
Bro. Stop it. Stop it. We can talk about this. No, don't. 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 Ah, god damn it. Yeah, more of the story is normalize not going to college.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Here they come.
Bruh.
Seems like it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
Get them all. More firepower.
Me take care of those metalheads was pretty exciting, wasn't it, sugar? Hey, sweet stripes! Give me them digits so I can look you up sometime. We'll party hard, big city style.
Tell Torn Baron Praxis is planning something big. I think it has to do with that symbol.
What
Lovely.
is it?
It's the seal of the House of Mar, the founder of Haven City. We're being sent out on suicide missions to locate artifacts from the time of his rule. If curiosity's worth dying for, you can ask the blind old soothsayer in the bazaar named Ronan.
She might know something about all this. Here's my Bazaar Access security pass.
Your name's Ashlyn, huh?
We're even now.
Wow, what a woman! Arr.
Is the connection gonna fix itself, or? This is usually how my Genshin streams end.
Yeah. But honestly, I think we can just leave it here then.
Yeah, because it is
Probably the best
4:55.
idea. Yeah.
Let me just get out of here first. How do I get out?
You are trespassing. Defense is coming online.
Don't you do it.
Authorized to use force.
Can you still see through the PlayStation thing?
Yeah, I can still see.
Okay.
Laggy sometimes, but it never went out.
Yeah. I forgot that I'm half dead.
It's good to see you still alive.
That's such a funny automated voice line. It's good to see you're still alive. Alright, let's where is it? Save. Alright, we are 4 hours into the game. And 25% done.
After over a month.
Yeah.
Well.
Alright, it's a good place to stop, so thank you for joining me after such a long time.
No problem.
And hopefully we won't go as long without a stream.
We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah. What's my schedule look like again? I could maybe do next week.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I have to check when.
The week
in
after
which
that, I can
period
definitely do.
Yeah, I have to check in which period my biology exam is,
Hmm.
because that depends. Like that decides if I can do Wednesday or not.
Hmm.
Because if it's in the first two, then I need sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, alright, I will talk to you some other time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Let's see.